One thing you've referred to is a credible external anchor. Do you see any sign of the Turkish authorities reaching for that credible external anchor? And what is a credible external anchor?
So they're certainly trying. And yesterday we got news of a 15 billion pledge by Qatar. And you see that as the authorities fundamentally understand that they need both domestic adjustments that Justin just spoke about and also an external anchor. But it's not the traditional anchor, so it's not going to be strong enough. The traditional anchor comes with two things: a lot of money, and 15 billion is not enough for Turkey. And secondly, it comes with a seal of good housekeeping, normally from the IMF. So yes, they're going to continue to try, but ultimately I think that they're going to have to make some pretty difficult decisions.
Mohammed, you have some incredible experience here, which has gone through the International Monetary Fund all the way through PIMCO, across several investment committees. If you're managing money right now, what's the best advice you can give, looking at an emerging market like Turkey, which seemingly needs the help of the IMF? What would you do in terms of managing exposure to a country like Turkey at the moment?
So your initial conditions matter a great deal. If you are overexposed to Turkey, I would reduce exposure. I think Turkey is trying to rewrite the crisis management chapter in the playbook for emerging markets. It's trying to go without interest rate hikes. It's trying to do it without the IMF. That's hard. It's not impossible, but it's hard. And as Justin said, they're making it very hard to short the currency, but that's a short-term relief. So I would be taking advantage of this situation to lighten up on exposure if I am already overexposed Turkey.
So Mohammed, to your point, it looks like they're dealing with the symptoms and not with the illness. And if they continue to explore what is very unorthodox crisis management, how bad does it get in Turkey before it gets better?
So the major concern whenever you look at these things is what is a technical dislocation becomes an economic and financial dislocation. And it plays out through the following channels. Corporate bankruptcies because of currency mismatches, massive pressure on the banking system, so you get increased dollarization, higher inflation, and then recession. That is what Turkey must avoid. So they need a circuit breaker. You and I have talked about this. They need a very solid circuit breaker to stop technical contagion from becoming economic and financial disruptions.